All right, so third time is a charm, clearly, for Instagram Lives, because this one's going to go straight to YouTube as well. But I'm excited. I'm at the spot right now, and we're about to go take a walk, but I'm just sitting here looking and thinking. I'm going to show you my view again in a second, but we manifested this view, you know, we manifested this lifestyle. Everything about this lifestyle we manifested in some form or fashion. It's interesting because the physical equivalent of what we were believing for is still a little bit different than what we were believing for. Like, let me kind of give you an example on that. You know, I was walking to the gas station, and I was just like, I asked my wife, what does nostalgic mean? And then she educated me on that. And I was like, man, like, I feel like I've been here before. Like, you know, whether it's been in my dream or whatever the case may be, but I feel like I've been here before. And she can attest to this as well. Like, always knew that we were going to be on the West Coast, that we were going to make our way to the West Coast. Throw me my hat. That we were going to, you know, make our way to the West Coast, stuff like that. But we were always talking about Cali. Like, who would have thought that we were going to be in Vegas, right next to Cali? And who would have thought that we'd be 20 floors up right now after the way this year has gone?
God allowed us to experience it being on the 17th floor at the core. And
That's good.
Your average person would have looked at that situation and folded, instead of looking at it as God giving us the experience of what we were getting ready to experience in the future. Don't touch.
Right. Yeah, because we had a 17th floor apartment at one particular time, but
For a couple months.
sacrificed that to invest back into the business. You know, there's been a lot of sacrifices investing back into the business. And I can get excited that this year is when all those sacrifices actually came to pass, to where we actually are beginning to see the physical equivalent from those sacrifices. You know, some people say, well, y'all ran off on your apartment, y'all must not be getting no money. Incorrect. What we decided to do was, instead of going ahead and taking care of that, flipping all of it. And the faith from flipping all of it and went ahead and multiplied it already is the same faith that's keeping us now, and that will continue to keep us to close out this particular year. So what's your faith hitting on right now? You know, it's been spoken over my life that your faith has made you well, and it's been making me well for so long. You know, just having faith and believing regardless of what it was looking like, regardless of my life situation, my life event, regardless of how I felt at that particular time too, because I'm gonna start talking more from a mental health standpoint. I'm gonna start talking more from a self-worth standpoint, because sometimes when you're believing for something big and the physical equivalent for what you're believing for is taking a little longer, it can be a hit to your self-image. It can be a hit to your belief system if you allow it to be. So I'm excited to be able to show people what that transition really looks like, and how believing or belief in motion, what that really looks like. Because you have to have belief in motion. It's a progressive thing. I got to be believing every single day for the thoughts and the ideas that I was blessed with, because it was given to me. If I was given those thoughts and ideas, it simply means that I can have them. I deserve to have them. Now I just have to pray for the creativity in order for them to come into the physical equivalent. Let me know if I'm making some sense on this call.
We'll call her back, okay? She's gonna call us back.
But the title for this was just wow. Yeah, like, the title for this was just wow, though, because wow. So we've been on the move for about a month now, and if I can be frank, December has been the best month in 2020.
My whole life.
in my whole life.
Whole life.
You know, and I'm just so grateful for everything that we've learned and everything that we've beasted through. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to learn who's really for me, who's not. I'm grateful to really step into next level discernment. Drop that in the chat if you're taking a look at this, whether it's live or replay. Next level discernment. Because everybody has discernment, but it's a certain this kind of discernment that you'll need to really get to the next level, because like we really had to come to grips with the fact that we were dealing with a lot of manipulative people, and they were very aware of the calling on our life and how powerful we were, and they're just trying to glean off of that. And there's some people in your life that's trying to do the same exact thing. And that's why it's so heavy. That's why you're like, yo, I'm so ready for the next level, but why can't I get off the like why can't I get off the launching pad? Lord, why can't I get off the launching pad? I'm so ready, but I'm not understanding. I've done what you told me to do. I've been staying down. Why can't I get off the launching pad? Because it's anchors on you.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And it's the kind of anchors on you that you're afraid to let go, and you know it's weighing you down, and it's been weighing you down for years. I'm gonna be 30 next year. It's been anchors weighing me down for 29 whole years, but this was the month that I realized that. So if you're taking a look at this video on December, whatever today is, 28th, right? You want to identify what those anchors are for you, because those anchors are the thing that is keeping you from seeing the life that you're supposed to see. Let me show you something real quick. Because the anchors that have been in my life, right? The anchors that have been in my life that have been holding me, the people that knew that I was more than enough and that they wanted me to win, but not more than them, those kind of anchors was keeping me from being up here. You feel what I'm saying? Those kind of anchors were keeping me from being 20 floors up, from being in a situation to where my girls are comfortable, from being in a situation to where I have more than enough. Aren't you tired of struggling and you don't understand why? You're supposed to have more than enough. But the reason that you can't unlock your more than enough is because you have anchors on you. You have people that want the blessing that God had for you. And you're over here speaking your affirmations. You're over here speaking you're a millionaire. You're over here speaking all these different things, and they're speaking the complete opposite. And you don't understand why. Like, you don't understand why it's not shaking. And it's not shaking because what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to up your confession. Until those people get removed out of your life, you're going to have to up your confession 10 times. You're going to have to up your confession 100 times, because I told this to my wife, but I really, really get it now. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm saying I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm a millionaire. I'm this, that, and the third. I'm saying it 10 times a day. 100 times a day is somebody getting on here saying, you know, I pray for your demise. And those are kind of people that you have holding on to you right now. But watch this. The reason that you're still allowing them to hold on to you because they say stuff like, I love you.
Manipulation with the words I love you is so heavy.
That's why. That's why you're still letting them anchors just sit on you. Because it's people manipulating you, and they're swearing to God that they love you. They're swearing that they down for you. To the point where you grow so much that you realize what they were doing. They want to paint it to where they're like, well, what did I do wrong? Like what did I do to harm you? Like, what did I do? If I did anything, please let me know.
Nigga.
Get those anchors off your ship. You got 3 days left. Get those damn anchors off your ship if you're talking about leveling up going into 21. And really step into an unapologetic version of yourself. And that's why we've been rocking with Saved Not Soft. Absolutely saved. Absolutely not soft as well. because I'm saved, that means that somebody has the ability to be able to manipulate not only me but my faith as well. They don't really want me to take it there, so I'm gonna reel it back in. I'm gonna reel it back in. The point of this video was just wow. Just like what can happen for you, what you can experience, how life can really be if you really get yourself into a place of believing, if you get the anchors off of your ship and really just work on your self-image. Because that's the last thing. You're gonna get the anchors off of your ship, but they've been beating you down so bad as it pertains to your self-image, you don't even know who you are anymore. You're not even speaking confident. Who are you? You may be following me and you may be into like basketball and stuff the same way I am. Kevin Durant did an interview. He from the DMV or whatever. He played for the Nets now. Kevin Durant did an interview. I don't know what they asked him, but he said, "I'm Kevin Durant." He said, "Y'all know who I am. So I want you to step into that bag today." I wasn't even about to come talk hot like this. This was supposed to be like a quick jump.
Let God speak through you.
Remember who you really are on today. Remember who you really are on today. You that dude, you that girl. Nobody is tough enough to be you. There's a certain challenge that you just beasted through, that if your neighbor had that same challenge, they would be going out sad. They would be on the side of the road. They would be begging. And that's the same challenge that you just beasted through. To where people don't know whether to check on you or to congratulate you. Step into that. Who are you? I was on the phone with customer service earlier for something I wanted to cancel really quick. Some people know my full name is Chimereze. Only God can make a king. And I made a conscious decision that you're not finna play with me as it pertains to my name. You've been playing with me for 29 years as it pertains to my name.
There's a lot of people following
I'm a
you
king.
with your name.
Like, I'm a real live king. I had a conversation with my father. He helped me understand that he made it a point to make sure my name was important. So I got on the line with the gentleman. He asked me, can he reference me as whatever? And I said, no, you can call me king. Why? Because I real live am a king. My name real live means that. But you have that same ability as well. You're a king. You're a queen if you're taking a look at this particular video. But those anchors, though, is what's been having you believe that you're a peasant. I talked about this quarantine 2020, like right in the heat of quarantine. God been telling us that we kings, queens, we can get the desires of our heart, etc., moving like peasants, and then talking about, God, how come you didn't do it for me? Because you didn't step into what he told you to step into. Softy. So you got to make that decision today. Yeah, we saved. We're not soft, though. Yeah. And just step into that wow factor. I like that. I'm gonna coin that. Step into that wow factor, to where everything that you've been believing for, the daydreams that you've been having, the visions that you've been having, they get the opportunity to come to pass. They get the opportunity to show you the physical equivalent. And all you have to do is stay down. And stay down is a mindset. Stay down doesn't always mean like you don't have no money and stuff like that. It's just to get through whatever you have to get through. in order to make a positive change on this particular world. In order to finally see the things that you've been dreaming about. Because some people just dream their whole life. And I think the part that can trip me and my wife out is like, yo, it's okay. It's like, yo, we've been dreaming and now we're beginning to see the stuff that we're dreaming for right now. I thank my wife because she had to remind me who I really was. And that's why you know, you have to have the discernment to identify who's the real in your corner. Because there's still some real in your corner. So I don't want you to get off of this joint and like cut everybody off. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have the discernment to identify who's real in your corner. And who's going to pull you up. My wife was there. My wife was there to help me as it pertains to my self-image. When I got to a point when I was like, man, who am I?
Okay, Mom. Okay.
So you gotta identify who's that person that's gonna remind you who you are. Like who's that person that's gonna remind you, yo, nah, you're a king, bro. You're a queen, sis. And you gotta hold on to that person. Because in most situations, that person will never lie to you. That person will never have you out here looking crazy. Gotta step into that. Man, don't let nobody lie to you, man, and have you operating from a place of lack, have you operating from a place of less than, have you operating from a place of beneath. You're not beneath anyone.
Okay, please.
So,
Okay, please.
yeah.
Okay.
This was an off-the-strength live, but this ended up being very important.
Can you open it?
Share this out with a friend. If you catch the replay, definitely let me know that you were on here by saying hashtag replay. Definitely, I'm going to put this on our YouTube. So definitely make sure that you go and follow us there. That's where the real and raw and uncut is. So you definitely want to make your way there. I'll be slowing down on like live videos and stuff going into the new year. Lives will really just be on YouTube because I need my check. So until Instagram sets up the badges check for me for your boy King Eze, if y'all want to go ahead and put that in for me, then we're gonna move over to YouTube. Okay, but I definitely believe in everybody that's taking a look at this video. Cause you need somebody to believe in you. I even think about like before, like me and my wife, you know, I had people that, you know, just believe that I can be great, and they didn't have to be family. You know, I met a lot of these people just networking, and they had more good to say about my situation than some people that you do consider to be family. So don't get caught up on your family. Just take this time to really identify, family or not, friends or not, who's in my circle right now, who's serving me right now, who's reminding me who I really am. Like who's reminding me that I'm the king that I really am, that I'm the queen that I really am? Who's reminding me to step into that? Who's reminding me that those dreams that I just had, that I can actually live those if I keep believing that, if I keep operating from a place of believing? And then who's my hero? Who's my example? Who's the person that I saw that went from nothing to having the ability to be able to live whatever lifestyle they were truly dreaming about? Get close to that person, glean from that person, and you're going to get everything that you 100% want. So we about to take a walk, right? If you know, you know. And I'm going to see y'all at the bank.